Hey everybody, Chad here. In this video, we're going to talk about, do you play scarcity games with yourself? What do I mean by that? Do you play little scarcity mindset games? Do you play little poverty games? It's really we're talking about habit here. We're talking about thought habits, little habits that we have that really keep us in poverty. And this is, by the way, probably I've been pondering this for a while, and this is probably the main thing that kind of keeps us from attracting abundance, keeps us from achieving what we really want to achieve, because we're really in a state of poverty, we're really in a state of lack, or we're really in a state of it's not going to happen anyway throughout our whole day. And that's why things are not working with us. But we keep on playing these scarcity games with ourselves. And I'll give you a really good example here in a second, because that's what made me think about this video. But excuse my hair, by the way. It is morning time in Thailand. And for some reason, this is when I feel something comes to me and I want to share. Most of the time I'm doing my morning routine. Then I feel like doing a video and I look like this. But anyway, let's get rocking and rolling. Now, one of the things I want to share with you is what made me think about this is that it's my mom's birthday. So it was my mom's birthday a few days ago. And since this is the weekend, my sister is going to take my mom. They like since it's around Christmas time, they're taking her to the Krampus. It's kind of like a scary adventure thing, almost like a haunted house. Not really like a haunted house, but like an adventure park that you go and walk through and stuff like that. So I sent over some money to kind of help out my sister, because they're taking 5 people along. Since I'm in Thailand, I can't go. So I sent my sister some money over to kind of help pay for everything, because it's like my sister, brother-in-law, my nephew, his girlfriend, plus my mom. So it's like 5 people. But anyway, this is what I mean by a scarcity mindset. This is what I mean by little scarcity games we play. And the old me, or old habit, and I think most of us can relate to this, I was thinking, oh, I should, text my sister and say, do you need any money? Do you need any money to help pay for everything? And that's kind of a weird question, because all of us ask this, but the secret me would be thinking, if I'm going to ask you, hey, do you want me to send you any money? The secret me thinking is like, well, hopefully they say no. Or they're probably going to say no anyway, and I can say, okay. And then I feel all good and proud because I asked you, but I know you're going to say no anyway. And deep down, I don't want to send any money. So that, you know what I mean? That's what I mean by a scarcity game. Do you catch yourself playing these little scarcity mindset games to yourself? Because even though you're asking a question and it looks good by appearances, secretly you're thinking, oh, they're going to say no, I don't have to do it. Or they're going to say no, and when they say no, I'm going to be really excited on the inside. That's what I mean by scarcity. That's a scarcity mindset. That's not a wealthy mindset. That's not a mindset like if you had $1 million in a bank and you're playing a little game with yourself over $100. Okay, so this is what I did. I caught myself thinking that way. I caught myself, or should I text her and ask her if she needs any more money? But then I didn't. I stopped myself, and I just got on Venmo and sent her money. Then she, of course, she got the alert, and then she texted me back, and you're like, are you sure you want to send that much? And I was like, well, yeah. But that's what I did. I just did it. I didn't ask. I didn't ask for approval. I didn't play the asking game like I just described. Okay, I just did it, because that's what you would do if you made an abundance of money, if you were a millionaire. Even if you don't want to be a millionaire, maybe you want to make 10 grand a month, 20 grand a month. Okay, maybe you want to give to charities, maybe you want to help people, maybe you want to give more. But in order to do those things, of course, you have to have money to be able to do those things. So what keeps us in lack? What keeps abundance from coming to us? What keeps our goals from coming to us? What keeps more money from coming to us, wealth coming to us, is because all day long, we're playing these little scarcity games with ourselves. We're playing little mindset games with ourselves that keeps us in scarcity, that makes us feel like we're in poverty. Because like for my example, if I would have texted, hey, can I send you any money? Deep down, I already know she would have texted back and said no. Then I would have been like, oh, okay. Then I walk around, feel good. Well, I at least asked. She didn't say anything, so I at least asked about it. But in reality, I should have just sent. I don't need to ask. I don't need to ask approval on this type of topic. Okay, because that's basically what you would do if you had an abundance of money. You're just going to send. You're not going to ask. You're not going to play a little asking game, because that's really what it is. It's a little game when you ask a certain question like that. Deep down, you really want them to say no, or deep down, you already know they're going to say no, and then you're not going to send money anyway, because you kind of hold that answer against them. Well, I did ask them, and they say no, and you start kind of debating with me. But deep down, it's a scarcity mindset. You're doing it on purpose, okay? And I, this is what I was going through 10 minutes ago before I started filming this video, in my mind, okay? Not verbally to somebody, but in my own mind, okay? And that's what we have to understand. What kind of holds us back from abundance is we do things throughout our day that's constantly making us feel like we're in poverty. Will constantly make us feel that we're in lack. Will constantly make us feel that we're in scarcity. Okay? Sometimes it could be a mindset. Sometimes we could be verbally saying it, but we just don't catch ourselves saying it because we do it so much out of habit. We don't catch ourselves yet. We don't catch the language we're really using on a day-to-day basis. Sometimes it's habit. Sometimes it's not a mindset. Sometimes we're doing something that makes us feel like we're in poverty. It could be something simple as you go to get ready for work, you go pull out your socks have holes in them, and you just think, oh, well, and you put them on anyway, but having holey socks puts you in a poverty state. Okay, we're doing little things like this. I'm kind of trying to give you small examples because we've all done them. You know what I mean? I go pull out my boxers have a tiny hole in it, stuff like that. We think it doesn't matter, but it does. Okay, our clothes get raggedy and old, but we don't replace it. When we do spring cleaning, when it gets out of winter time, we do spring cleaning, we go in our closet, we want to hoard everything. When you become a hoarder is of lack. You're showing lack to the universe because you're afraid to get rid of anything, because now if you get rid of something, well, now you start thinking to yourself, well, I gotta buy more, so I'm gonna hoard it. I'm not gonna give away clothes I haven't worn for 5 years. You know what I mean? Every time I do a spring cleaning, I keep on giving away more and more clothes because I'm not just taking everything out and just giving it to Goodwill or giving it away or whatever. As I find myself just kind of hanging on this stuff, and that's really the mindset. When we start dissecting why am I doing this, most of the time that's what it comes down to, is that I don't want to buy more, and that when you don't want to buy more, that's lack. Okay, that's scarcity. Okay, or you go out to eat, and you got to eat with friends, or you got to eat with family, and when the bill comes, you could be sitting there thinking to yourself, well, who's going to pay? Am I going to pay for everything? Are we going to split? And you kind of have this, like, for a second there, you kind of have this nervous energy on the inside, because you don't know. That nervous energy is lack. It's scarcity. Okay? And we have to be really aware of what we're doing, what we're thinking to ourselves, because that's what's holding you back. When you want more, you want an abundance life, you want a better job, you want a higher salary, you want to be a millionaire, or maybe you just want more money. Maybe it's not a millionaire. Maybe you want to make $100,000 a year, $200,000 a year, $10,000 a month, $15,000, $20,000 a month. How would you be acting? How would you be behaving if you already have what you want? You already make the money that you want. Okay, this goes back to Neville Goddard, is that, live in the end. Okay, he preaches about live in the end. You act as if. Okay, you act as if you already have. That's living in the end. It already occurred. You already have it. If you want 10 grand a month, you already make 10,000 a month. So today, right now, how would you be thinking if you already have 10,000 a month? What would you be doing if you already have 10,000 a month? Okay, maybe it's more than that. Okay, maybe it's 15, maybe it's 20. Maybe you're telling yourself an intention that I want to be a millionaire, or you say, I am a millionaire, I am wealthy. Okay, if you are wealthy, if you live in the end, you are a millionaire. It's already happened, it's already occurred. So how would you be thinking? How would you be acting? How would you be behaving? Because you're already a millionaire. That's what you have to start thinking about. Okay, get out of the mindset of, get out of the greatest debate that people want to throw at you. Well, Chad, I can't just go out and buy my dream house. I just can't go and buy my 2024, twin turbo 911 Porsche, blood orange. I just can't go and buy that. And that's what their mind's so focused on. Listen to how I said that. You know what I mean? And people actually say these statements. Okay, sometimes to me, sometimes I hear them, sometimes they message me, and that's what's holding them back, because they're so focused on what they can't do. They're not focused on what they can do. You can do a lot. Okay? Like if money exposes you, okay, the more money, what happens is the more money you have exposes you. Okay, what I mean by that is if you're a good person deep down, well, the more money you have, you'll be a better person. Okay, if you like to give and help people, well, you're going to be a better giver. You're going to help even more people. Okay, now if you're kind of a bad person deep down, well, money just exposes that. Money just brings that out of you. It's not money is the root of all evil. Money just exposes who you really are deep down. It just exposes the secret you. Okay, that's all it does. That's all money does. It just exposes who you really are. But you can do many things. And my point to this is that if I'm a giver, okay, I like to give, I like to help, I like to be nice. Well, if more money is going to make me more nicer, a bigger giver, help more, well, you know what? I can help more right now. Make sense? I can be nicer right now. I can talk to more people right now. I can be a joy to be around right now. I can be a better helper right now. Get out of the mindset. You can't just walk out and pay cash for your dream house. Okay, that eventually will come, but focus on what you can do right now. But there's so much you can do right now. And that's really the purpose of Neville Goddard when you say live in the end. Now, granted, he had a bedtime routine where he went inside his imagination. He lived in the end inside his imagination. Okay, you actually did it inside your imagination. You do it inside your imagination. But the other side of the coin is when you go throughout your day, it's already occurred. It's already happened. You already have the money that you want. So how would you be acting? How would you be behaving? What would you be doing if you already was a millionaire? That's what I want you to walk away with. That's what I want you to ponder. That's what I've been pondering and be thinking about, for the last probably month is, would I be behaving like this? What would I be doing? And I'm slowly, it doesn't happen overnight, but I'm slowly fine-tuning my habits. I'm slowly fine-tuning my mindset. I'm slowly becoming where I'm more joyful being around, or I'm more friendly. Okay, because all the millionaires I know that are close to me, you wouldn't even know they're a millionaire. You wouldn't even know the abundance of money they really have, unless you went to their house or saw their car. Then at that point, you might think, okay, what do they do? Or they make some money. But other than that, they're the nicest people. The millionaires I know. Okay, personally, not just I know on YouTube, Instagram, or whatever, but I personally know, or I've worked with, so forth and so forth. So that's what I really want to be like. And the point is when you live in the end, you do it now. That's how things change. You act as if now. You do it now. You become that person now. Okay? We're living in a reversed. We think that, well, when I am a millionaire, that's when I'll do it. When I have the money, that's when I'll do it. When I do get the $20,000 a month, that's when I'll do it. No. That's why it's not happening, because you need to do it now. You need to become better now. You need to become nicer now. You need to help more now. That's the secret to all this, okay? You need to do it now. But other than that, my friends, I kind of want to wrap this up. I thought this was going to be a 5-minute video. I apologize. I kind of get rolling on this topic, and it kind of goes into multiple things we start thinking about. But I just want to share that with you this morning, and hopefully that helps. And I will talk to you in another video. Also comment below any questions. This is more of a community. This isn't a dictatorship. Okay, that we all learning from each other. We all have different habits, bad habits, good habits that we do. So the more questions, the more comments, it really helps everybody. And if it's lots of times I try to reply to those types of questions personally, or if it's a good idea to kind of make a video to kind of help everybody, I do that as well. But anyway, blessings to you, and I'll see you in the next video.